Welcome to Big Idea. Hardly, where you can learn something new in just a few minutes. Today, we study together José Antonio Bowen and C. Edward Watson's Teaching with AI, a practical guide to a new era of human learning, in which we probe into how AI is reshaping education by reimagining creativity, redefining quality, and transforming the role of teachers and students. José Antonio Bowen is a former president of Goucher College. C. Edward Watson is the Associate Vice President for Curricular and Pedagogical Innovation at the American Association of Colleges and Universities. Don't go away. Hurdley, the editor, will be right back with the story. AI is not just a tool. It's an evolving partner that challenges the traditional concepts of creativity, quality, and education itself. As we delve deeper into this, it becomes clear that the integration of AI in education is forcing us to rethink what it means to be creative, how we define and measure quality, and what roles teachers and students will play in the future. Reimagining creativity. In the context of AI, creativity is no longer a solely human domain. AI can generate ideas, compose music, write stories, and even create visual art. But what makes this interesting is how AI's version of creativity differs from human creativity. Unlike humans, AI doesn't fear mistakes or societal judgment. It's this lack of inhibition that allows AI to push boundaries, coming up with ideas that may seem bizarre or revolutionary to us. One compelling story from the book illustrates this concept. A group of students was tasked with designing a new product using AI. Initially, they were hesitant, relying on their human intuition. However, as they engaged with AI, it suggested a combination of materials and functionalities they had never considered. The result was a product that was not only innovative, but also commercially viable, something none of them would have thought of without AI's input. This story highlights how AI can act as a catalyst for human creativity, encouraging us to think beyond conventional limits. In another example, AI was used in a creative writing class where students were asked to collaborate with it to write short stories. One student, initially skeptical, found that the AI's unexpected plot twists and character developments enriched his own storytelling. The AI didn't just assist, it inspired a new way of thinking about narrative structure, leading to stories that were richer and more complex than those he had written before. These stories underscore a key point. AI doesn't replace human creativity. It enhances it by offering new perspectives and possibilities that might not occur to us naturally. As one passage from the book puts it, AI redefines creativity by providing a non-human perspective that challenges the norms and opens up new avenues of thought. Redefining quality traditionally, quality in education has been measured by standards that emphasize correctness, clarity, and adherence to established norms. But with AI entering the scene, these standards are being questioned. AI can generate responses, grade assignments, and even create educational content, but it often does so in ways that challenge our notions of what quality means. A powerful example from the book involves an AI-driven grading system implemented in a university. Initially, the faculty were skeptical, worrying that the AI would be too rigid or fail to appreciate the nuances of student work. However, over time, they noticed that the AI was not only consistent, but also able to provide feedback that was surprisingly insightful. For instance, in a history class, the AI pointed out a subtle but important connection between two events that even the professor had overlooked. This incident forced the faculty to reconsider what they valued in grading. Was it adherence to the rubric, or was it the ability to uncover deeper insights? The AI's involvement led to a more nuanced understanding of quality, where the focus shifted from mere correctness to the depth and richness of understanding. Another story from the book talks about how AI was used in a language arts class to help students with writing. The AI provided suggestions not just on grammar and syntax, but also on tone, style, and coherence. One student, who had always struggled with writing, found that the AI's feedback helped her to express her thoughts more clearly and confidently. The quality of her writing improved, not because she was following the rules more strictly, but because she was able to convey her ideas more effectively. These stories illustrate a shift in how we define quality. It's no longer just about meeting established standards. It's about enhancing understanding, encouraging deeper connections, and fostering more meaningful expressions of knowledge. As the book notes, quality in the AI era is less about conformity and more about the richness of thought and expression. Transforming the role of teachers and students. Perhaps the most profound impact of AI in education is how it's transforming the roles of teachers and students. Traditionally, teachers have been the primary source of knowledge, while students have been the recipients. But with AI, this dynamic is changing. Teachers are becoming facilitators, guiding students in how to use AI tools effectively, while students are taking on a more active role in their own learning. One memorable story from the book recounts a scenario in which a teacher integrated AI into a classroom project. Rather than simply lecturing, the teacher asked students to use AI to research and analyze a complex topic. The AI provided data, suggested hypotheses, and even pointed out potential flaws in the students' reasoning. The teacher's role was not to provide the answers, but to help students interpret the AI's input and apply it to their work. This approach not only empowered the students, but also allowed the teacher to focus on higher-order thinking skills, such as critical analysis and problem-solving. Another example involves a college professor who used AI to personalize learning for her students. Each student received tailored assignments and resources based on their learning style and progress as monitored by the AI. This level of personalization would have been impossible for the professor to achieve on her own. The AI's role here was to handle the routine aspects of teaching, freeing the professor to engage with students on a deeper, more personal level. Finally, the book describes a school that implemented AI as a teaching assistant to answer students' questions in real time, providing instant feedback and support. This allowed the teacher to manage larger classes more effectively, ensuring that no student was left behind. The AI's involvement didn't diminish the teacher's role. Instead, it enhanced the teacher's ability to connect with students individually and address their unique needs. These stories demonstrate how AI is not replacing teachers, but rather transforming their roles. Teachers are moving from being the sole source of knowledge to becoming facilitators who guide and support students in their learning journeys. Meanwhile, students are becoming more independent, taking ownership of their learning and developing the skills they need to thrive in a world where AI is a constant presence. As the editor of Hardly, through understanding these shifts, we can anticipate a future where education is more personalized, creativity is boundless, and the roles of teachers and students are more collaborative and dynamic. Revisiting our exploration of how AI is reshaping education by reimagining creativity, redefining quality, and transforming the roles of teachers and students, it's evident that AI is not merely a tool, but a revolutionary force driving profound changes in how we approach learning and teaching. One more story from the book perfectly encapsulates this transformation. A high school teacher integrated AI into a group project where students had to solve a real-world problem. The AI generated multiple solutions based on different variables, some of which the students hadn't even considered. The students debated the merits of each solution, critically analyzing the AI's suggestions and ultimately combining them into a hybrid solution that addressed the problem more effectively than any one suggestion alone. This exercise didn't just teach the students about the subject matter, it taught them how to think critically, work collaboratively, and leverage AI as a partner in their creative process. This story underscores the key point. AI is not replacing the human elements of creativity, quality, or teaching, but enhancing them. As we move forward, Understanding and embracing these changes will be crucial for educators and students alike. As the editor of Hardly, by embracing these AI-driven changes, we can prepare for a future where creativity is limitless, quality is redefined by depth and insight, and education becomes a truly collaborative and personalized experience.